Today we are going through what a Venn diagram is and how to use it to find probabilities. So this picture that you see right here with the rectangle and the two circles, this is a visual representation of a situation. So in other words, this box on the outside represents total number of people. So since there's 40 students, the box means all total in that box should be 40 people. Then you have these two circles. The two circles are representing people that are taking English composition, so we're going to label that as an A. And people that are taking chemistry, we're going to label that as a B. So the people taking English composition, there's 14 of them. So I know that full circle, the whole, I can't do that, circle, represents 14 people. And this whole circle here for B represents 29 people for chemistry. Now, the problem is there's this overlap area right here, which means someone's taken both both chemistry and English composition. And that needs to be included in the 29. So that means that if 5 students are taking both classes, that goes in here. Okay, so whenever you're doing a Venn diagram, you've got to start with what we call the and, the place where they intersect. Both things are happening at the same time. And since this is 5 people are already done in that circle. So 9 people just are taking English composition, not both. Same deal with this one. We do 29 minus 5, and there's 24 people. So these people right here in this like half moon or whatever, moonish thing, are representing the people that are only taking chemistry. They're not taking English also. And then outside of the circles here, we have 9, 5, and 24 in these circles. And that's 38. And so the people that out here that aren't in the two circles at all, those are people that have done neither. So these take neither English or chemistry. Okay, that's what a Venn diagram. So it's like a visual. You can see in the circle that there is a total of 14 in here. There's a total of 29, but you have to do a little math to figure it out. So all the probabilities that we can do in this situation, I'm going to use a different color, is represents in here. So right now, this is just notation. So A here, so this is A, the full circle, all of the people in there. That would be A. This little thing right here, that stands for the intersection or the word and or that little intersection thing. It looks like an upside down U or an N, like you guys use N for and when you're texting. That's the overlap where both A and B are happening. Then we have the or. The or here looks like a U, kind of, stands for union or. And that's both of them. Take English or chemistry or both. So it's like both of the circles combined. So you just have to you would add them up. So in this particular case, I guess I could do it. I get confused. I can do it here where we have 9, 5, and 24. Add all those together, you get 38. So there's 38 people. The and here that we talked about, that's the overlap right here. So that would be 5 people. Just the A is 14. So we're just looking at related to this particular situation. So not in set A. So if we know this is set A, wow, what just happened there? That's A. excuse me, it's everything that's not in A. So it's all these there. So make it so that it's a little bit more obvious. Better circle. So everything that isn't in A. So if A had 14 people, and then there was a total of 14 in it. So that would be 26 people that aren't in English. Yes, at all, that don't take English. Not in A and B. So basically when you're doing a not in a situation like this, you want to find where this C right here stands for not. If I didn't say that in the other one, or the complement means everything that isn't in what we say. So we find out what that is. So the overlap is here. Okay, and then not it would be all the ones on the outside. So 5 is on the inside. So there's a total of 40 people. So we just subtract 5. We get 35. Okay, not in A or B. So again, A or B is this whole situation right here. So it's just the ones on the outside. Okay, the coloring isn't going as well as we would hope, but that was 2. We talked about that already. That's the neither situation. So when we talk about probability, we're talking about regular old probability here, where we know the answers to these questions, but we want the probability of them happening. So, for example, this is 38 here. What's the probability of having someone in English or chemistry? So probability just means it's a fraction now. So when we talk about probability, it's a fraction. I'm just going to switch colors. Okay. So now probability of A and B. So where's A and B? We'll find that. That's right here. This is A and B. So 5 is the top number. So whatever A and B is always goes on the top. And then the bottom number is just the total. And remember, the total in the box, the whole box up at the top, was 40. Okay, A or B, that was this number 38. So this would just be 38 over 40. Probability of A happening, that was here. That was 14 over 40. And the probability of A not happening, that was the 26 out of 40. I think on your paper there might be, that not might be missing, but it's supposed to be there. Okay, so this is your basic Venn diagram. So you have to be able to create the Venn diagram and do probabilities based on it. All right, have a great day.